guys, my name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed. Hang on one second, a little glitch with my graphic. There we go. You are watching Lubed for October the 8th, 2023. This is Season 3, Episode 3. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Canada. And guess what, folks? The NHL season is upon us as the Edmonton Oilers get set to play a home-and-home against the Vancouver Canucks Wednesday night and Saturday night. So I am absolutely pumped. I'm ready for this. I think it will be good, but I'm also calling this the real road to the Stanley Cup because I do think that there is pay dirt at the end of the road for the Edmonton Oilers. I think this team will be hoisting that Stanley Cup. Now, my partner Sammy believes that Edmonton will make it to the final, and it will be a 2006 rematch against the Carolina Hurricanes, where the Carolina Hurricanes will defeat them. That is where Sammy is 100% absolutely wrong, and that's all I have to say about that. That better not happen, or I am gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna not be happy for sure. And I don't think most of you guys out there will be happy either. Anyway, Friday night, we got into the last and final practice game. Oops, wrong graphic. Final practice game for the season. The Oilers went 5-3 for this preseason. I don't take too much stock into it, considering it was a revolving door for lineups. There was guys that started off the preseason. They're probably years away from making an NHL team, and you know, I don't put too much stock into it. Anyway, they did have a respectable 5-3 record, and they ended it on Friday night against the Seattle Kraken. Some of the notable stats that really stood out for me was Evander Kane getting 1 goal, 1 assist, and the goal that he scored was an absolute blistering wrist shot that pinged the post and went in, but there was so much velocity on it. And when I saw that, I was very encouraged with how that wrist is healing. And I'm going to talk about a little bit more about that a little bit later. Jack Campbell, 972 save percentage. I did not say that once last year. So right on. Bouchard had 2 assists. McDavid and Draisaitl were so-and-so. They weren't definitely their lethalness or their amazingness was definitely not on display. But they're probably saving it for when it really counts. They were 50-50 on the faceoff dot. Seattle outshot the Oilers 36-25, but we outhit the Kraken 22-14. And that's it. That is it for the preseason. We go for real now as we continue on. Okay, let's get into Evander Kane. We all saw it last year against Tampa when Patrick Maroon, and it was not with any intention whatsoever, but a horrific injury that happened when Patrick Maroon accidentally skated over Evander's wrist, slicing his wrist right down to the bone. We knew that this was going to be a long, huge recovery and potentially something that is never going to heal completely. He's probably still deals with numbness. I can't imagine he fully recouped from this because there's a lot of nerves and all that. So there's probably a lot of area of his hand that he has numbness in and all that. But one thing that we saw on display Friday night when he shot that wrist shot, and it was a sense of relief. I was like, holy cow, what a snipe. And you consider what wrist damage would happen to him. I think as far as his strength goes, 100%. Is he back to 100% where he doesn't have numbness or that? I doubt it. I really doubt it. That was too significant of an injury. I mean, surgeons are very good, but they can only do so much too. When you start slicing nerves and all that, there's going to be an area where there is no feeling, but a very good surgery done with his tendons and that to give him that strength in the wrist back. So it was very encouraging to see him whistle out that shot and you know, like look like the Evander Kane that was prior to that injury. So right on Evander. All right. Well, it is starting on Wednesday with a home and home against the Canucks. They play at a Rogers Arena on Wednesday, and then a Hockey Night in Canada matchup. It'll probably be the late game. Saturday night, this is huge, and it's also going to be very concerning should the Oilers kind of get off on the wrong track and go 0-2. You still got to understand, Vancouver, despite them being the team that they were last year and made subtle improvements to their team this year, they are still an NHL caliber team, and they could still beat any team on any given night. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm hoping that the Oilers do not go 0-2, because that might send this team into a tailspin, and we may be looking for a long, long season. Can I see a split? Yeah, I can see a split. Can I see the Oilers taking both games? Yes, I can see the Oilers taking both games. But that being said, they have to play with that confidence. The goaltending has to be confident. What we've seen out of Jack Campbell is very impressive. He may win back that first place net, which he should, because he is the highest paid goaltender. He should be the guy. And so far, what I've seen out of him is very promising. However, it's still preseason, and I have to take that with a grain of salt. So we'll see. But the road to the Stanley Cup, I do believe, begins this Wednesday for the Edmonton Oilers. And I do believe we will see this team hoisting that cup at the end of the season. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. Anyway, guys, I think that's about all I got for you today. I'm going to be back Thursday. I'm not going to do a Wednesday episode because there's no point. I'm going to do the review on Thursday of the Canucks, or of the first game of the season. So there's going to be a little bit of a switch up. And I'm assuming Sammy's going to be back for NHL Aftermath next Saturday. And we'll do an episode then and recap probably all the games. And other than that, we'll just see. Okay. The Oilers Fanatic score and prediction for what, game one? I am going to say 4-2 Edmonton. And for game two, a much closer affair, I'm going to say 2-1. So maybe, we'll see. But I think Edmonton's going to win both games. All right. Thanks for joining in. Haven't talked to you in a while, but yeah, I see it being close. I still think that we need to see the likes of Draisaitl and McDavid really wake up. I haven't really seen too much of them yet this season, or in the preseason. But again, it's the warm up. You don't just fire up your Ferrari and rip it. You kind of let it warm up and purr a little bit. So that's what I see. Anyway. Nice to see two big wins. Yes, you betcha. Nice to see two big wins. I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I hope you agree with me that the Oilers will take the cup this year, and disagree with Sammy's thought that it's going to be against Carolina and Carolina is going to defeat us like they did in 2006. Better not happen. Anyway, that's all I got. We will see you guys on Thursday night. Until then, guys, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will talk soon. Have a good one. And you too, keep up the good work too. You, like all you guys, are doing an awesome job. I just give you my perspective and take. But we will see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. See you later.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what